VeriSafe, streamlining compliance and enhancing security. Kia ora. My name's Alex, and along with my partner Lucy, we would like to introduce you to the new generation of anti-fraud and compliance application, VeriSafe. The Attorney General's Department of Australia has estimated that organised crime and related frauds cost the Australian economy over $60 billion annually. This staggering cost has highlighted the importance of robust regulations and the need for professionals and business owners to remain vigilant of their clients. The government's response is the Anti-Money Laundering and Counter-Terrorism Financing Act, which sets out key regulations and processes for businesses and professionals like accountants and lawyers to prevent money laundering and the financing of illegal activities. It comprises of two key areas: anti-money laundering and know your customer. Anti-money laundering is about stopping financial crimes, such as market manipulation and the trade of illegal goods. It helps to ensure that money from illegal activities are not disguised as legitimate income, and businesses are required by law to monitor their transactions to identify suspicious activities while also keeping detailed records. Know your customer refers to the process of verifying the identity of your clients and assessing their business intentions, risk, and their source of funding. It also aims to prevent the misuse of illegal funds for business activities and money laundering.
Currently, the anti-money laundering and know your customer actions occur within two steps. Firstly, know your customer occurs during the customer onboarding process, which includes a series of risk assessments for the client and verifying their identity to ensure that they are safe to work with. This check happens usually once every few years for existing clients. Next, ongoing customer due diligence is a continuous process where businesses and professionals have to monitor the transactions of their clients constantly to identify, mitigate, and manage potential risks of money laundering or terrorism financing. This includes monitoring transactions where you must manually check customer activities and look for unusual or suspicious transactions. These two processes often consume large amounts of manual labor and time, hence introducing operational difficulties for businesses, especially those operating at a smaller scale. There are three key groups affected by the anti-money laundering and know your customer policies, which we have identified as large businesses, small to medium enterprises, and professionals such as accountants and lawyers. Large businesses like banks and financial institutions tend to be less worried due to their size and scalability. They either use high-end enterprise softwares provided by IBM, SAP, or develop their own in-house infrastructure. SMEs tend to resort to expensive software solutions, which still requires a large amount of manual input and ranges in price from the thousands upwards. Lastly, independent professionals like accountants and lawyers face even more challenges as they tend to operate manually on a smaller scale and require significant time and effort to comply with the regulations. The challenges to the businesses and professionals can be summarized into two parts: rising crime rates and increased emphasis on regulations, which has amplified the importance of having anti-money laundering and know your customer checks in place. Most smaller scale businesses and independent professionals lack the time and money to perform them. As a result, their business bottom line and operational efficiency is significantly impaired.
To address this pressing problem, we introduced VeriSafe, a SaaS solution for our customers that conducts smart AML and KYC operations using AI. Through empowering AI algorithms to extract information from Know Your Customer documents and building off millions of transactions databases to detect for illicit transactions. This helps users increase their operation efficiency significantly. As a result, we expect this to free up billable resources and help increase margins for your business up to 10% for our clients, notably accountants, lawyers, and SME owners. To achieve the goal of helping our clients become operationally efficient and automate manual processes, we aim to achieve this through three key steps. Firstly, VeriSafe will help automate the client onboarding process. This will involve using optical character recognition technology to extract information from the client identity documents and testing it against databases to verify its legitimacy. The client information is then profiled and assessed for risk and money laundering possibilities. Next, VeriSafe will perform constant monitoring of the client's transactions in real time, Through using databases with millions of transactions, VeriSafe will be able to identify suspicious and illicit transactions that does not align with previous records, and proactively alert the user to make timely verifications. Lastly, VeriSafe will be directly integrated into the MYOB platform and listed on the MYOB marketplace. This will allow direct integration of client and transaction data, and also help create a seamless experience that delivers operational efficiency. To walk you through the customer journey, the user will be first agreeing to the terms and conditions and upload the client data for once and all onto the VeriSafe platform. VeriSafe will be using these data and documents to perform Know Your Customer checks and create risk assessments to determine the attention needed for various clients. Next, VeriSafe will continue to run in the background and screen all the transactions in real time with AI technology to detect suspicious activities and generate a report on all the transactions to be reported back to the user. VeriSafe's initial market entry strategy has two branches. Firstly, we will form a partnership with CAANZ, which will help create brand awareness of the largest group of target audience for VeriSafe. The obligation of an accountant to comply with regulations and fraud prevention is second to none, and this product will help improve the efficiency of their workflow effectively. Next, VeriSafe will also be listed on the MYOB marketplace. This is attributed to the existing user base of MYOB being tech-savvy professionals and business owners with high technology adoption, and that VeriSafe is able to be easily integrated seamlessly into the existing accounting platform at no cost. VeriSafe's business model will be a subscription-based software as a service model at a rate of $10 per week for up to 25 clients and an additional 10 cents for every additional client. This model has two main advantages. Firstly, it provides low upfront cost and almost no barriers for entry for users to try the service, which could increase the number of early adopters. Secondly, it is significantly cheaper than all our competitors, which is priced at the thousands of dollars in this market. Here are the financial projections for VeriSafe over the first 5 years. Through integration directly with MYOB and partnership with CAANZ and other associations, we are projected to capture 9% of independent professionals in Australia and New Zealand, and 2% of all SME owners by the 5th year of operation. This will represent a subscription revenue of $36 million. The bottom left chart shows an increase in adoption rate for both our target customer groups and how the number of users grow over time. The bottom right chart illustrates VeriSafe's ability to scale quickly while the cost structure remains relatively flat.
To implement our solution, we will deploy to serverless infrastructure to maintain high availability and fault tolerance while reducing maintenance costs. The front end of our application will be hosted on Vercel and built using React and TypeScript. All of our business logic will be hosted on AWS Lambda. Most of our application data will be stored on DynamoDB for highly scalable data storage, whereas uploaded policies, rules, and client documents will be stored in S3. We will query the MYOB Business API to retrieve context and transaction information, allowing seamless integration and automation between our solution and the MYOB Business platform. The platform's generative AI capabilities will be handled by AWS SageMaker. We will use pre-trained models from SageMaker Jumpstart to label and process data such as KYC documents, alongside SageMaker's pre-built solutions for credit rating prediction and fraud detection to verify client profiles and detect fraudulent transactions. Our prototype illustrates 2 pages of our solution. The first page illustrates a dashboard where the user will be able to see a summary of their client information. The top left box illustrates an overview of their transactions and the overall results in verifying the legitimacy of those transactions. We can also see that our transactions are actively integrated with MYOB. The top right shows the notifications that inform the user of the latest updates and highlights top priority action items that require the user's attention. The bottom left shows the ongoing tasks that are in progress, and the bottom right highlights the individual suspicious transactions that our user would need to review. This prototype displays the context page, which showcases a list of Know Your Customer profiles on our users' clients. It showcases the list of clients and their company, if their profile has been verified, and the risk level they are estimated to carry. Here we can also see that these contacts are integrated with MYOB as well. This brings us to the end of our presentation, and we are looking forward to showcase our solution more in detail with you.